welcome to Maths Live. Your challenge just to start. I was doing this with someone in their tutoring lesson, and it was quite a good question. Can you work out what all the factors of 60 are? So which numbers make up 60? What is all the factors? There's a lot of them. What are all the factors of 60? If you're not sure, try to be systematic using your factor spider. Have a go at that. I'll be back in a few minutes for us to have a go. Right, I'll do some shout outs while you're working that. Hi Aoife. Hi Harnick in Coventry. Hi Katie. Welcome back Sam in Nottingham. Hi Iona in Tunbridge Wells. Hi Shireen, Coventry. Hi Seth in Kettering. I think I got the question right. There we go. Hi Ava. Oh, that's a lot of numbers. Hi Keelan Norwich. We've got 2 answers up. I'll give you 30 more seconds. Hi Amber in Northampton. Hi Oliver and Thomas in Sheffield. Hi Imogen in Denmead. Hi James. Oh, Sam's put a lot of numbers. Okay, so let's have a look. Hope you've all had a nice weekend. So, factors of 60. The best way to remember factors is to do what is called the factor spider. So I put my number in the middle, and then make the body of the spider, and then I make the legs in pairs for the factors. I do that so I don't forget one of the numbers. So for example, the one we start with always is 1 and 60, because 1 times 60 is 60. And then move through your times tables, and if you move systematically through them one at a time, you will spot. So for example, I know that 2 must be a factor of 60 because it is an even number. So I'll think, what do I times 2 by to make 60? 30. Okay? And I know it's not one of the smaller times tables, but it is part of it. So 1 times 60, 2 times 30, 3. Okay? Well, I know if I times 3 by 2, that is 6, but there's a 0, so it's 20, because 3, 2 to 6 plus the 0 is 60. 4, so 4, 8, 12. So let's check. We can do our division, because we're obviously going beyond the 4 times table. So there's 1, 4 in there, and then carry the 2 over. So 1 4 is 4, 2 4 is 8, 3 4 is 12, 4 4 is 16. 5 times 4 is 20. So 4's in there as well. What do I times 4 by to make 60? 15. 1 15 is 15, 2 15s are 30, 3 15s are 45, 4 15s are 60. That's as far as I can go in my 15 times table. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look, we're running out of room with this spider. 5s. We know the 5s must be because it ends in a 0. What do I times 5 by to make 60? 12 5s are 60. Is it in the 6 times table? It is, because 6 times 10 is 60. Can you see how these numbers are getting smaller as these numbers are getting bigger? Is it in the 7s? No. Is it in the 8s? No. Is it in the 9s? No. We've already got it in the 10s, and we're finished, because then it increases on this side And we've already done this side. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 15, 20, 30, 60. Let me have a look at the feed. Let's have a look. Yeah, right, loads of numbers. So sometimes at school, when you're doing factors, it's like, oh, what are the factors of 12? And you're like, oh, what's this one? But 60 is one of those numbers where you can get a huge number. Anyway, that was just our warm-up. Today, we are revising multiplication. Just like last week, we revised addition and subtraction. This week, we're multiplying. I'm getting all my words mixed up. We're revising multiplication and division, if Steph can get her words out properly. So, I will come to the challenge questions in a minute. I'm going to start off with, obviously, you need to know your times tables to be able to do any sort of higher multiplication. So, if you're not sure about your times tables, practice, practice, practice. There's so many great websites to practice times table rock stars on a website called Top Marks. There's Hit the Button. That's my favourite. Hit the Button is the best. So if you know what, you're all a team here. You right now on the feed, which is your favourite method of remembering your times tables, because you might share with somebody else a method that they've never used before. So some people might say, I've not used times table rock stars. Great. So if you've got a particular program or app or something that you use to practice your times tables, write it on the feed now. Only once. Don't take up the whole feed, just so that other people could say, oh, I've never used that, I'll try it. Anyway, do that with one part of your brain, then keep with the other part of your brain. I'm going to show you, first of all, we're doing column multiplication because obviously we need to go beyond our times tables. There's no point practicing, say, 5 times 6 because you should already know that. So we're going to do 2-digit times by 1-digit, and you can practice and practice and practice. So with their numbers, so I'm going to make up a number. I'm going to do 32 times by 7, and I'm going to put 56 times by 8. I'll put them both up now, so if you want to have a go, you can go straight on with it. Right, so the 7 is the single digit. We're timesing it by 2 ones and then 3 tens. Okay, but you don't have to worry as much with the place value. So 2 times 7 is 14. Now then, so you don't have to worry about the place value here, but then think about 14. It's like when you're adding. You've got your ones that have your 4 in, and then 14 that has got a 10. So you need to put this into the next column. You need to remember it. Okay? You've done 2 times 7, which is 14. And now you do 3 times 7, which is 21. But remember the one that you added. So it's not 21, it's 22. Okay? Same with this one. 8 times 6, 6 8s are 48. So you've got your 8 in the ones, and then you remember your 4. You can either write it below or write it underneath. And then 5 times 8 is 40, plus your 4 is 44. So the answer to that one is 448. Okay. I'll do one more. Okay, one more. I'm going to do a 3-digit times a 1-digit. So 374 times by 6. Okay. So same thing now. We're times in the 1s, the 6 and the 4. 6 times 70, 6 times 7. And 6 times 300, 6 times 3. So always start at the 1s, then here, then here. Don't start this way first. 4 6s, 24. So you've got your 4 and you're remembering your 2 for the next column. You don't have to put a line underneath when you're doing multiplication. 4 6s, 24. 7 6s are 42, 43, 44. So you've got 4 and then you've got your other 4s, 44. And then 3 6s are 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, because you've added in that other 4. And there's your answer. 2,244 is the answer. Now, on Thursday, what we'll be able to do, because we'll have practiced our division so well, is be able to do the inverse. So we'll be able to do the answer divided by 6 to see if we get the number that we started with. So that'll be really, really good on Thursday. Okay, now it gets harder when you're timesing by more than one digit. So now we're looking at 2-digit times by 2-digit. So for example, let's do 17 times by 23. Okay. This is the method I use. I say, pretend the 2 isn't there. Ignore the 2 for the start. Pretend that it's 3 times 17. So we do what we've just done. 7 times 3 is 21. So there's your 1. Remember your 2. 1 times 3 is 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, on to the next part. This is 2. I'm sure you all spotted. This is 2, but it's actually 20. Okay? It's in the tens column. We didn't have a tens column here before, now we do. So, what do? The best way, because you're doing 2 times 7, which is 14, but because it's 20, there's a 0 that needs to go on. Now, what you should do is, rather than having to keep remembering that you need to put a 0 on the answer, what you'll do is, right, I've done 7 times 3 is 21, and I've done 3 times 1 is 3, and I've made 51. Right, I'm going to the next line. Before I even look at the question, I'm going to put a 0. That takes away the need to remember to put it at the end of the sum. So you automatically put a 0. Okay? And now you just go back to doing it as ones. So 2 times 7 is 14. So there's your 4 and your 1. Okay? And then 1 times 2 is 2. Plus your extra 1 is 3. And then finally, here's your amount from doing here. Here's your amount from doing here. Add it all together. Remember, we're doing the whole sum. So 1, 9, 3. Okay, so it is a little bit longer. I'll show you another one. And I'll just go in the steps this time rather than stopping to explain. Change pen colour. So I'm going to do 56 times by 43. Right, the 4 isn't there. I'm going to pretend the 4 isn't there. 6 3s, 18. 3 5s, 15. Plus the 1, 16. Great. Okay. I'm going down to the next column. Before I even look at the calculation, I'm going to put a 0 there. Okay, that reminds me that I've gone to the tens column. Right, now I can carry on. Now I'm pretending the 3 isn't there. 4 6s is 24. So there's my 4, my little 2. 24. And then 4 times 5, because I've done 4 times 6. 4 times 5 is 20, 21, 22, because I've added that 2 on. Add the answers together. 8, 10, 4, 2. Okay, I'm going to do that one more time, because I know some of you are in year 6 and watching, but a lot of year 6s will go back. There's a lot of year 3s and year 4s watching, so I just want to make it as clear as possible. If you get it, you can just race me. Okay, you can just race me. I'm only sticking to 2-digit at the moment. Okay, maybe the challenge at the end will go to 3-digit. So I'm going to do 78 times by 43. Okay, the 4 isn't there. Gonna ignore that. 8 times 3, 1 8 is 8, 2 8 is 16, 3 8s are 24. So 4, my little 2. 3 7s are 21, 22, 23. Okay, so I've done my top line. Now, I'm going on to the second line. The first thing I do before I look is put my 0 to remind me that I'm going into the tens. And now I can do my 4 times 8 and 4 times 7. 4 8, so 1 8 is 8, 2 8 is 16, 3 8 is 24, 4 8 are 32. 32. And 7 4s, 1 7 is 7, 2 7s are 14, 3 7s are 21, 4 7s are 28, 29, 30, 31. So one, I'm going into the thousands now. Add them all together. 4, 5, 3, 3. Okay, let me see how I'm getting on. Oh, you're beating me. I'll look over and people have got the answers. Fantastic. Okay, let's go to the challenge questions, because I'm sure after a few days away you're all eager to have a go. So I'll write them up just in case you haven't seen them, or you might need to check your answer. You might think, oh, I don't think I did that for question 2. So you check. I'll do the first 2 and then I'll write the word problem. So question 1 was 38 times by 7. So even if you've already done it, check it. Question 2 was 45 times by 62. And I'll see if I've got room. So each day at St. Leo's Primary School, 351 children have lunch. Okay, lunch is in 3 parts. Okay, lunch is in 3 parts. There is a main meal, a dessert and some fruit. So each child gets 3 parts for their lunch. In one school week, that's a hint. In one school week, how many meals are served? Okay, and it's how many meal portions, not like how many, it's easy how many meals, 351 children, they all have a meal, but how many meal parts are served all together? Check that one, even if you've had a go. Let's have a look at what you fabulous people are writing. Hi Tasia, have a Headstead. Hi Ariana, hi Amelia, hi Bonnie. Times table sprints. Maths factor. Oh, I've not heard of maths factor. Active learn. It's cool. Yeah, I got them correct. Brilliant. Well done. Well done. So everyone's putting their answers up. Looks like we've got some similar answers, which is good. Hi William, it was your birthday on Friday. Well done. Oh, brill. 10 years old. Now then, we have got some different answers coming up for the last question. And it's in several parts. So I'll just start slowly going through these 2, because some of you will still be working at this. So I just want to make this last question clear. Because I wrote this myself, this is my question that I made up, so I want to make it as clear as possible. There's 351 children who have lunch at the school, and lunch is made up in 3 parts. Okay, there's a main meal, dessert and fruit. In one school week, how many of those meals are served? So if they have 3 each, how many are there all together for all the children? Okay, in the meantime, we've got 38 times by 7. 8 7s are 56. 3 7, 1 7 7, 2 7 14, 3 7s are 21, 26. So the answer is 200 and, oh, have I got that right? 7 8s are 8 7s are 56. Yeah, 3 7s are 21. 260. I did it wrong in my in my prep question for some reason. I forgot to. I wish you could see this. I did 8 7s 56 and then 3 7s and I just wrote 21 and I didn't carry. See? So you can get it wrong. Right. 45 times by 62. Well, at least I got it right during the lesson. Right, 5 times 2 is 10. 4 times 2 is 8 plus the 1 is 9. Got that bit right. We put a 0 before we start any of the next part. 6 fives are 30, so there's another 0 and 3. 4 sixes are 24, 25, 26, 27. Got that bit right. Okay, and then we add it all together, 0, 9, 7, 2. So the answer to question 2 is 2,790. Let's have a look. Oh, we've still got a lot of different answers for this last part of the question. So I'm just going to make some room. Because I'm going to write the sum down first that you should be doing, and then some people might go, oh, and it gives you a chance to have a go. So 351 children have lunch, and there's 3 parts. So first of all, we need to be thinking, right, if there's 351 children, and they have 3 parts, you're thinking, right, well, how many parts are there all together? Okay, so even in one day, how many portions of lunch are served? But then it's how many in one school week. So whatever that answer is, we times it by 5. Now some of you might be thinking, what? Well, week 7. But do you go to school on a Saturday or Sunday? I mean, some of you do, but generally a school week is 5 days, Monday to Friday. So that's why I underlined the word school. So this is the calculation we should be doing. So if you haven't already had a go, try it now. If you got it right, well done. Well, you got that bit right. Let's see if you got the calculation right. So make some room. Okay, there we go. So first part, 351 times by 3. 1 times 3 is 3. 5 times 3 is 15. So put our little 1. 3 threes are 9 plus 1. So 1,000. So on one day, there's 1,053 meals. Okay, and that's quite a small amount for a school. So always think about your dinner ladies at school. They do a lot of hard work. Shout out to the dinner ladies. Now then, so this is our answer here, but we need to still times it by 5. So here's our answer times by 5. So 3 fives are 15. 5 fives are 25 plus 1 is 26. No 5s are nothing, but don't forget the 2. So it's just a 2 there. And 1 times 5 is 5. So how many are there all together? 5,265. Let's have some of the scroll back. Brilliant. Super. Right. Fantastic. Where's my board rubber? There it is. Okay. It's challenge time. Time to have a go at some questions that you haven't seen before. I'll do it, build it up nicely. So I'll put 3 on the board first. And then I'll try another word problem. So let's have a think. Question 1, I would like you to do 98 times by 6. Question 1. Question 2, I'm going to get you to do 735 times by 49. Okay, there's your first 2 questions to start. Off you go. Brilliant, well done. Yeah, I love that. I got it right. I love it when it goes all quiet. Take your time. And remember on question 2, that's 0, don't forget that 0. We've got, first answer in. First answer in. I love it. I love it when you go all quiet because I know you're all working away. Oh, look at that first question. We've got 3 different answers straight away. Ooh. So we've got 598, 588 and 558. Oh, got an answer in for number 2. Oh. Don't worry about the time, Katie. We're all good. No rushing with multiplication. We need to take our time. I might not do the word problem, but I just want to make sure. I've still got one more challenge after this. It's a good one. Right, I'm going to get started because I think that some people have got different answers. So 6 8s are 48. And then 9 6s are 54. 55, 56, 57, 58. So it's adding on that one that comes across. So sorry about the dog barking outside. So 588, and then this one, 9 5s are 45, so remember our 4, 1 9 is 9, 2 9s are 18, 3 9s are 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, so remember our 3, 9 7s are 63, 64, 65, 66, right, now we're on to the second line. That means we put our 0 before we look at anything. We're now looking at the 4 because we've done 9 times 5, we've done 9 times 3, and we've done 9 times 7. Excuse me. Now we're doing 4 times 5, 4 times 3, 4 times 7. 4 5s are 20. So remember our 2. 4 3s are 12, 13, 14. And then 4 7s are 28, plus the 1 is 29. And then we add it all together. So 5, 1, 10, 9, so that's 16, 3. So 36,015. Let's have a look. Oh, well done. Well done, well done, well done. Brilliant. Oh no, we won't run out of time. I'm the boss. I decide. No, it's not. Don't worry. It's not going to cut out or anything like that. Well done. Good, because that's a lot of regrouping there, and then it's a really big number to add up. Sometimes I've seen that you can get the top row right, you can get the bottom row right, and then it's just the addition that can fall apart. Okay, We'll do one more. Just really want to give this a go. You ready? Flex those hands. Oh, my elbows click then. Okay, we can do this, team. So now we're going 3, okay, because it's 6 times 5, 6 times 1, 6 times 3. And then next row, 8 times 5, 8 times 1, 8 times 3. And then the row after that, think what you might need to do after the row after that. On the first row, there's a 0. What do we do on the third row? So on the second row, there's a 0. What do we do on the third row? McKinley's loving it. Hello, McKinley. Thank you for joining in. Welcome. Oh, you've gone all quiet again, working it out. Take your time, don't rush. Do it one step at a time. Hi, Lachlan. Thank you for joining in. I've just noticed that I'm wearing my jumper from behind there. Obviously the board's different, but it's a bit weird. It's like another universe is happening again. Right, I'm going to get started. Don't worry if you're not finished, carry on. I'm just going to do one row at a time slowly. So I'm going to focus on this one now. So 6 times 5 is 30. So there's my 0 and my 3. 1 6 is 6, plus my 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 3 6s are 18. So my first row should be 1,890. Second row, first thing we do, add the 0 before we start. Okay, now we're doing 8 5s. 8 times 5 is 40. There we go. 1 times 8 is 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. 8 and then plus that 4. And then 3 8s. 1 8 is 8, 2 8 is 16, 3 8s are 24. 25. So there's my second row. Now my third row. I wonder if anyone spotted what we need to do, because we're timesing not by 2. Here we times by 80, so we added our 0. But here we're timesing by 2. So we need to add 2 zeros because it's 200 we're timesing by. Okay, so we add 2 zeros. And then 2 times 5 is 10. 1. 1 times 2 is 2 plus the 1, which is 3. And then 2 times 3 is 6. And then we're going to add it all together. Beautiful, pretty. Where's my black pen? There it is. There we go. So, 0 plus 0 plus 0. 0 plus 0 plus 0. I know, 0. 9 plus, sorry, 9, 8 plus 2 is 10 plus the 0, so 1, put that over, put it here, 1 plus 5 is 6, 7, 8, 9, oh another 10, and then 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, oh, is that the right answer? I've got the the same answer as you lot. You know what? I made that off the top of my head. What a funny answer. So the answer is, I hope you can say, is 90,090. 90,090. Well done today. That's really, really impressive. Tomorrow we're going to be doing division. Okay, we're going to be doing short division first. So those of you that are scared of the long division that goes down, don't worry. We're just going to be practicing our short division in our regrouping. And again, a couple of word problems. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for being so brilliant today. Have a lovely day. And I'll put the challenge question up. Okay? See you later. Bye-bye.